Hello, good evening, and welcome to Two Broads Opinions. I'm Sharice Hodges from thesharicehodges.com.
And I'm Katie King from theedusexual.com.
And today we are
Wait, I
bringing
thought you were
you.
ShariceHodges.net.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Oh,
And
oh,
today we are.
can you repeat it? It's thesharicehodges.com,
Yes, that
correct?
is thesharicehodges.com.
Okay.
Today we are talking about Black Lightning. Let me tell you, this show is so black I had to pull my Pam Grier hair out today. So, of course, there will be no spoilers in this
None.
review. No spoilers. But let's just break down who Black Lightning is. Now, Black Lightning is the DC hero who
The
is
first black DC hero.
exactly the middle aged man hero. The TV show premiered on Tuesday on the
Your
CW
first age
network.
appropriate crushes. No, I'm messing with you. Keep going.
Shut up. Premiered on Tuesday, 9 o'clock on the CW network, where this man, with his fine self, Lord Jesus, Black Lightning has been basically off the street for a while, but things with police, gangs, and whatnot forces his hand and he comes back. Now, when the show starts off with the Nina Simone song, I'm hooked. I'm hooked off top. And when that song is Strange Fruit, my mouth is open and my eyes are staring at the TV. And Cress Williams helped a lot for me to stare at that TV. But beyond the superficial, Black Lightning is the hero that we need for these days and times. I loved the cameo by Roland Martin and what he had to say. I loved everything about this show, the daughters, the girl power in this show. And another thing that I really love about the show is the interaction between Black Lightning and his ex-wife. Also, another great thing about this show, it is not a part of the Arrowverse. And if you're familiar with
Man,
it,
is it like the only one?
it's
Like,
the only one.
Jesus.
But then
Well, no, Lucifer. Lucifer is a DC show on
Lu-
TV, but
but
it's not on
it's not
CW.
on CW, so that doesn't even count because Gotham is also on Fox and it's a DC show. But then I thought about it. I'm like, man, is that a little bit of hidden racism? Black Lightning can't fight with Supergirl and the Flash and Arrow. Is that because he black?
First off, give DC time because all of these motherfuckers crossing over. He might be on Earth 78 right now,
You right.
and the Flash,
The Flash,
the
be like,
Flash hit everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
if he on CW, the Flash gonna accidentally go there one day. Like I just don't put that past because we gone here. What you were saying?
but it was a really great show that hit you with so many things at once. The action scenes were great. The only thing that I did not like is his suit. I didn't like his suit.
Okay,
I'm like, that's not a costume that I would actually try to put my butt in.
okay. That was awkward. All right, so so yeah. I watched Black Lightning 2 and I had some DVR issues, so I had to wait till the next day to watch it. So I knew not to pay attention to people on Facebook because y'all ruin everything.
Every
So
damn thing.
everything, you hear me? And I mean, the rule is just put spoilers, some space, and then do it. Y'all got to come out the box. Yeah, he died, bitch. Anyway, sorry, I'm still bitter about something on Facebook. It didn't come with a warning. I enjoyed it, and your reaction is very different to mine. You were hooked from the beginning, listening to Nina Simone and Strange Fruit and finding the lead character very attractive, and that it starts off, in this police station. And I just had a very different initial response. My initial response, I was like, I sure miss living single. I just could only see Scooter for the first time. I was like, I heard something about a reboot. Is that reboot happening? And we're just going to see more shows? Like, my whole mind just wanted to live single.
Living Single is on Hulu now, so that's why you've been hearing about it.
I'm like, can we follow these characters? And is Scooter and Khadijah still together? Like, how is this playing? So that literally went through my mind. I know. I got shiny object syndrome. I get distracted real easy. My mind is often in 12 million places. And it was really focused on living single while watching Black Lightning for at least the first, until they got in the car. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I do miss living single though, just so we are clear. But I like to see a brother getting another job, so that's cool too. And then after that, I no longer saw him as Scooter, so that was cool. Um, uh, so yeah, that was the initial thing, and I remember thinking as we kind of got into the kind of crux of it all, or showing him as Black Lightning in the beginning. I just kept thinking, the problem with being a black superhero is the obstacle to being a hero is being black. The obstacle to saving other people is first you got to save yourself, and then the creation of a vigilante is also being black. So and this is what happens when you have black people, right? So I noticed when I saw Mar Kill's name on it, I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That because you literally cannot show a black male superhero and think he does not have you're always going to show his interactions with the police.
Yeah,
Always. Because there's
absolutely.
no black man walking. There's no black person walking. Definitely no black man walking who's never had interactions with the police. In a suit, in baggy pants, in a car, on the sidewalk, it's life. So that interaction was kind of interesting, but I thought, wow, how can you be? And it just made me just really think about this kind of situation where we look at white superheroes. They get to just save the day. They don't have to deal with all the other shit because they're white. So yeah.
And there is a comic where Black Lightning explains that to Superman.
Is
It
it?
is. It's been floating
I see
around.
what
It's been floating around
send me
Twitter.
send me which one it is, but instead, when we post this on the Facebook page, do me a favor and put a link in the comment section, because I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure I'm not the only person who's interested in that.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's a been floating around Twitter. Where he explains being a black superhero, and that's something that we don't see in the other superhero shows. We just see them saving the day. We don't see that life after you save the day, because I mean, at the end of the day, Batman is a freaking vigilante. But Batman is
I love
also
it.
a white billionaire who gets to go home and gets to go and run Wayne Enterprises. So he can go and drop
And
something
even as
off.
vigilante, he will never have the problems of a regular black man with the
Exactly.
police.
I mean, because I don't think Black Lightning's going to get a signal where they're calling him from all over the city like Batman.
Hello, hello, say that, say
you
that
know?
now, say that now. I did like the show. I like the show. I did manage to see something about the villain on there, and I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. Uh, but I'm gonna just say it. When I saw the villain, I was like, huh. And I know people who are of this type will probably have a problem with being villainized, just as most black people have a problem with being villainized. But I thought, oh, that's the best of both worlds. How do you make the villain white, but don't take a job away from a brother?
But I was listening, because I've been like, Black Lightning since I have a friend that goes to Comic Con every year. So we've kind of been waiting for Black Lightning for a year.
And the villain was always that.
And the villain was that, and it was also talked about on NPR. So I think we can kind of go ahead and say what the villain is. Like
It's,
he's an
it's albino.
albino, and the
That was
reason,
as somebody who doesn't read the comic, and
yeah,
I'm sure it was like somebody who doesn't read the comic. And I'm more of a cartoon person, and Black Lightning
right.
ain't never been nowhere. Like DC, just DC probably saw all that shit dealing with Black Panther. Was like, you know what, we should have
Ain't no
somebody black too.
probably. There's no probably, because we are not missing the fact that Black Lightning premiered a month before Black Panther. We're not missing the fact that Black Lightning was originally scheduled to premiere in September, according to the folks that went to Comic Con. So CWDC, I tip my hat to you, because y'all riding that wave. Y'all riding the black wave. For the first time, companies are riding the black wave. Can you believe that? But
No, I mean, yeah, of course I can because they consider us a fad
yeah, instead of,
instead of a norm. So
but yeah, so what I heard on NPR about, this character and something else that the show is going to tackle, and this is not a spoiler, this is just kind of an overview of what we can expect from the series, is actually colorism within the black community.
and one of the things we're going to do, we've discussed this, is we'll talk about the show when it ends, so we can hit all the highlights of the show. Right now, we just want to just do a reaction of
Of seeing
kind
that
of
fine black man on TV.
seeing our first black superhero on TV
On TV ever.
or ever,
Ever.
ever, ever. And it's the opposite of anybody. So I watch Sharice. Is a If you've watched any of our videos, Sharice is diehard DC, and so she's got me watching. I watch pretty much everything but Arrow now. So I watch Supergirl. I watch Flash. I've been watching Legends of Tomorrow. So, and I always been watching Lucifer, because I love that show, and Dibby Woodside is fine. But one of the things I noticed, and I don't know if I texted this to you or not, but I was like, every fucking DC superhero show basically follows the same formula: white superhero, black protector of superhero. So it's Joe in the Flash, it's the Green Martian in Supergirl, it's the Bodyguard and Arrow. That is literally the formula: white superhero, black protector. So, but I am down for the Barry Iris love story though, just so we clear. And I haven't seen anything this season, so don't ruin nothing.
That's
I
why
don't like your
I'm struggling
your
not to say
facial
anything.
expressions.
I'm struggling not to say anything about Barry and Iris. Oh my god. Oh, it's so hard because y'all love the Flash. I just want to talk about the Flash, but no, go ahead, continue.
So it was nice to see the black superhero and the little white. And it doesn't look like the black superhero, of course, has a real protector. Like the white people have somebody to really watch their back and protect them. The white guy here is just to be like, no, you should totally do it, or something like that, or a different type of role. So now that I think about it, like, so white people get protectors, black people don't. But
And another thing that I really liked about the show is, like, again, the interaction between him and his ex-wife, and the fact that his ex-wife, not only is she a beautiful black woman, she got this boss ass haircut. She got this. She's just natural. She's just like Aretha Franklin. I'm a
what I
natural
like
woman. Oh my
is
god.
how it exemplifies how love can exist.
Yes.
I don't want to give away their relationship. Well, you already said it, but I don't want to give it. But it exemplifies how love can exist, how parenting can exist, and within the nucleus, even we're not seeing any form of stereotype, but something we don't even think about, even when it comes to white relationships, in terms of how that works.
Mm-hmm.
So I love seeing that. I've known people like that. I've seen that in my personal life.
Yeah.
How that
That
love
dynamic,
doesn't die
yeah.
necessarily, or how love is just exemplified in so many different ways. So I love seeing that. I really like that relationship, and I'm really excited to see what happens with that, or how they delve into that and talk about that. And of course, the ending I kind of saw coming. I didn't see coming necessarily this episode, but I was totally expecting it. So I was like, oh, okay, because when I learned who the Black Lightning was, I thought, oh, when? And then it just happened at the end of the episode. So I was like, okay, we are doing good about not giving spoilers, so you'll have to see it. But the point is, see the damn show.
And you can read the comic book too, because this is the first issue. Support black comics on TV, movies, and in the comic books, so they'll keep printing them. So do that. Black Lightning. Two bras like it.
As exemplified by her Pam Grier wig.
Yeah. You jive turkey?
You jive turkey. But no, and also what I liked is showing that he was, how he was about the community in terms of his role in it. His role in really he reminded me of, people are going to be so mad at me, or I'm so mad at myself. I cannot remember the name. There's this all boys school in Chicago, and they used to be in the news a lot because they have 100% college acceptance. I mean, just the brother that's running that school, he is doing a good fucking job. And so that it's almost like they modeled after that school. So
Yeah.
I just think the show is really great to watch. Every aspect of it, from it's a social show, it's a superhero show, it's a loving show, it's an action show. It's just a good show that you should watch. And if you like comics, you should be watching it anyway. If you
Exactly.
like DC, you should watch it. But as she's DC, I like it. I'm not Marvel per se, as I just like good shit. And Marvel just does better with the movies. But I think DC is killing the game on the TV
Oh,
show
yeah,
though.
yeah.
And I text that to her before.
And we're going to
So
have
all
a
right,
discussion about that later. But
okay
tonight,
then.
we are telling you Black Lightning. Get you some of
Yes,
that.
yes, yes. And this has been Two Broads.